So, what got you started, and how did you get started? Because it's, we've talked enough of us have talked all the time, and it's like a light switch goes off, and it's like, this is it. This is what I want to do. This is what started it, what did it, what clicked the switch?
Yeah, what got me started on decoys, first, what got me started on waterfowl was hunting with my dad. And we would jump shoot ducks on the Tippecanoe River in northern Indiana. It was a float trip that he had taken with his dad. So it's kind of a tradition that was passed along. And I didn't shoot the first few times we went, but the first time I got the gun, and it was my turn to be in the front of the boat, and Dad was rowing us down, and you go around these bends, and you hope you come up on some ducks.
Right.
And I heard this mallard hail call down the river, and it kind of echoes down the river.
Oh yeah.
And that that hail call is kind of the point where I said, I love waterfowl. This is awesome, and I want to be a part of waterfowl. And we had quite a few years together hunting, and that really fueled my fire for waterfowl in general. And then carving-wise, I didn't start carving until 1986. I had gone through school. I had a manufacturing engineering job with Whirlpool Corporation. I got I was hunting with my own plastic decoys, but I couldn't get the golden eye to come into my bluebill decoys. They're pretty particular. In the Portage River in northern Ohio where I was hunting.
Right.
And so I decided I kind of had a background in art, and I liked woodworking, and I loved waterfowl, and it combined some things that I really loved. So I got a book out of the library and tried my hand at decoy carving. And I was working for Whirlpool at the time, and I was in a supervisory position, so I kind of borrowed the bandsaw on the night shift, and that's how I got started, because I didn't have my own equipment. But I made those 3 decoys, and the first time I put them out, those golden eyes wheeled into the decoys, and that was like a bing, and I was done for, because I just loved that whole process and waterfowl.
Well, then everything came together then too, though. Like you said. You liked art and woodworking and, of course, waterfowling. And then all of a sudden that all comes together and you're like, that's pretty cool.
It combines a lot of things that I love.
Right.
And enjoy doing. And then after I did my own decoys, I looked around for who's doing this and how could I get together with some other people that enjoy doing it. And I joined a Mombi Bay Carvers Club in northern Ohio, and they're still operating now. It's a great club, and those people got me hooked on competitive carving. So they took me to one of the guys took me to a show, and I tried my hand, and I didn't win that first time. I didn't even place the first time. I threw a black duck in there, and I thought I was going to kill it, and it didn't come close. But it didn't discourage me enough to make me quit. And so I just learned from the club members. And then once I started going to competitive carving, I ran into guys like Pat and Wayne, these hoodlums. And they, Pat in particular was 10 years ahead of me and really winning world championships. And learned a lot from just going, competing, and losing, and going back and trying harder the next time.
Seeing everybody's work and seeing what they're doing.
Getting ideas.
Right.
And so that's how I got involved in waterfowl carving, and I've been doing it for 35 years now.
Pretty awesome. How old were you when you carved your golden eyes? How old were you?
Oh, now you're asking me to do math. I don't know.
I don't know, take a stab. I'm just-
86, so I was in my, 30s.
So way later in life, right?
Really later in
yeah.
life.
Yeah.
And, we talked about getting youth involved, and I agree with that. We need to do that. But there's also a huge body of middle-aged people.
Well, sure.
And older people
And
that I think could really appreciate this hobby.
And listen, the carving goes way into everything. Like if you like the carving club that I was in,